Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be making what we call a party snack. I have been making this party snack for a while. It's really easy to make, doesn't require a lot of ingredients, and it can be made within 10 minutes. As you can see here, these are some of the ingredients that's required for my party snack. Now, you might be asking, what sort of party snack will I be making today? I am going to make a guacamole. Yes, you heard that right. It's guacamole. It's quite popular here in Australia, and the parties that I've been to, they actually serve good guacamole. My version of guacamole, it's that simple, it's easy to make, and I hope you will try and make it if you have time or when you're having a party yourself. So first things first, what we need to do is we need to cut one onion. So let me just go through what are the ingredients required for my guacamole. So you have one onion, lime, coriander, green chilies, salt. I actually like to use natural sea salt, cumin, and of course I have been using this beast for a while now, the mortar. And the other thing that's required for this recipe are 3 avocados. Okay, so I'm gonna show it to you, the process on how to make a good and easy guacamole. First things first, 1 onion, cut into half, put it into the mortar. Okay, green chili. So you can actually put the whole chili with the seeds in it as well, but I actually prefer to take the seeds out. And what you need to do is just to cut it not too finely, just cut it into small pieces so it'll be easy for us to grind all of these ingredients. And then coriander. So I normally use about half cup of coriander. So you can just cut half of the bunch of coriander. So you just, cut it not too finely as well. Just cut it to liking so that you can actually grind it as well together with the onions as well as green chilies. Then put in 1 teaspoon of salt in there and 1 teaspoon of cumin, and then just squeeze half of the lime into the ingredients itself. So I'm just going to mix these ingredients, or you can actually also use the machine if you do not have time. It's getting there. There are a lot of recipes that you can search online to make guacamole, and these different types of ingredients to make guacamole. So my version is a simple version of making guacamole. Imagine doing this every day. You'll get good muscles out of doing this. I think that should be it. Main ingredients for guacamole are avocados. As I mentioned earlier, we required 3 avocados. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 3 avocados into a bowl and then just crushed it or mixed it together, and just use a fork, smash these avocado in the bowl. When buying avocados for guacamole, make sure you try and find ripened avocados. so that it'll be easy for you to smash these avocados. Add in the ingredients that you have mixed earlier into the smashed avocado. Put it in and mix. Once you have mixed it, you should also try to make sure that the taste is to your liking. Now that's perfect. This is my version of guacamole. Now you can eat your guacamole with any crackers, but I actually prefer to have my guacamole with corn chips. It's really, really nice. And then let's just try our guacamole with the chips itself. Perfect. So there you are. The simplest party snack that you can make in your kitchen. The next recipe that I will be making today is called Momofuku ginger spring onion noodles, or in American term, scallions. You might be wondering, what does Momofuku means? Now, I've done this recipe before, and Momofuku is a name of a very famous restaurant in New York. Also have it here in Sydney, and I have been to the restaurant, and the menu, the recipes, the dishes that they have, they were really, really nice. So I thought, why don't I recreate the dish that I had at Momofuku today in my kitchen. The ingredients required for this recipe include scallions. So scallions, as I mentioned to you before, is actually green onions, ginger, that's why it's called ginger green onions noodles. We also have to use a vinegar, so you can actually use sherry vinegar as well, but I'm doing a bit of twist for my recipe today, so I use apple cider vinegar. Soy sauce, the ones I'm currently using is less salt, so we want a light soy sauce for this recipe, and also grapeseed oil, and of course the noodles itself. Now, what type of noodles you want to use, it's up to you, but this recipe, it requires for us to use ramen noodles. Let's get started. So what you need to do is you need a mixing bowl. Now let's get started. So what you need to do is you require at least 1 or 2 bunches of green onions. Now cut the green onions into a small pieces. A thinly sliced green onion is what we're looking for in here. Transfer these into the mixing bowl. You actually need at least about ½ cup of ginger. Chop it finely and transfer the chopped ginger into the mixing bowl. Now, if you're not confident with how much is ½ cup, then you should actually use the measuring cup. Next, add in 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil. Then we add in the light soy sauce. So about 1½ tablespoon of light soy sauce into the mixing bowl. In the apple cider vinegar, about 3/4 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into the mixing bowl. 3/4 of salt. Now you can use kosher salt or you can use any other salt that you have in your house. I mentioned just now to add in 3/4 of salt to taste, but you can actually adjust the taste itself. So next, what we need to do is just to mix the ingredients that we have put into the mixing bowl. Once you have mixed the ingredients, you need to refrigerate these mixed ingredients for at least 15 minutes or up to 2 days before you start adding in the noodles itself. I have refrigerated the mixed scallions or green onions and ginger in the fridge for about 15 minutes. Add in the mixture into the bowl and start mixing. I'm adding a bit of pancetta into my noodles, or you also can add in some chickens or beef and mix it all together. This is my version of the Momofuku ginger scallions or green onions noodles. Just gonna try this. It's really nice. Those were the 2 recipes that I made for you guys today. The classic guacamole and the Momofuku ginger scallions or green onions noodles. This has been Dave. Thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you all in my next video. Ciao for now.